What it do? We're finally back again. Grounded Show, episode 153.
Nice little hiatus.
Yeah, took a little break, man. It's been a busy summer. You know, these kids been home all day long. They got all these events back and forth. My daughter's in like 4 plays at once. It's insane, man. It's been busy, but they finally back in school, man. I get to reclaim some of my life again, man. Them parents out there know, man, when school starts again, it's like, man, I get to breathe. Well,
They're excited for back to school.
Nah, facts. And it's always dope, too, when, like, they had, like, a good summer, like a busy summer, too, where it's like they weren't just wasting away all summer. You know what I mean? I know when I was a kid, bro.
I was just going to say that when I was young, I didn't do anything.
I didn't do a damn thing, bro. But speaking of Summerslam just passed. I haven't been too tapped into WWE lately. I feel like it's just been a little bit repetitive.
Yeah, but it's still growing though. I know, like I listen to satellite radio, and they officially have their own channel.
Oh yeah, they took over
and they live stream SummerSlam on XM.
Yep. XM so they're gonna actually start simulcasting on the radio. Basically, like all the major shows and stuff.
SummerSlam was the first one.
And Booker T's gonna be one of the guys on that too.
Yeah,
so like,
he's good at it
if you go on to that radio station, you'll hear Booker T calling the action, which is pretty dope. Like growing up with Booker T and seeing him as a kid and everything.
All the stuff, and then now integrating with ESPN, like you see all these wrestlers on. Like Seth Rollins doing on like Sports Center in the morning or something.
Danhausen was all over that Knicks run. You know what I mean? Like that was like kind of like it was crazy timing for him too. But like he was there right when they were having trouble in that first round series. He was on Sports Center and he was just doing his kind of shtick and was like. He cursed them. They were having trouble in the series, and then he told Stephen A. Smith he was going to uncurse them. And then they had the run that they had.
They did.
So that opened up like that partnership between WWE and the Knicks. Yeah. Bro, I know he made crazy bank off of that little run right there, bro. Like that's another thing people are like complaining about now, like saying like they're overdoing it with Danhausen, but it's like
no, I don't think so.
It's just a joke, like you know what I mean. You take it for what it is. You don't watch him and think like, oh, this is the same as like watching Brock Lesnar or something.
Just trying to expand their content, just give something different.
And he's actually funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't be liking the comedy they do usually, but he actually be doing some funny stuff, man.
That's funny.
But yeah, speaking of Brock Lesnar, man, he just officially retired.
Yeah, officially this time.
Yeah, after it looked like he was gonna retire. Yeah, after WrestleMania,
he left his boots in the middle of the ring.
He said in an interview, like, take it for what it's worth. He said that after he got powerbombed by Obafemi, he really felt like he was done. Yeah. Like, he was like, yo, I can't take this no more. And that's why he, like, retired, but then he ended up staying for, like, a couple more matches. Yeah. But supposedly that slam that he took in that match.
Yeah, because he has health issues, I know, and that was bothering him. And there's only so many slams he can take from Obafemi. But this time, like, actually lifting his hand up and like showing like, hey, it's you now. Yeah. That looks like it's officially over.
He was on the Pat McAfee show and he's like, yeah, man, I'm 49, bro. It's about that time. And when you think about it, bro, like getting slammed by a 300-pound dude at 49, like, especially how heavy he is, like almost 300 pounds himself, bro. Yeah. Like, it's different when you light and you getting slammed. But if you like that,
gravity,
bro,
300 pounds of gravity.
That's insane, man. But it's crazy because Brock Lesnar retired, Randy Orton came back, and it's like, damn, Randy Orton's like the last one of like that era,
that generation. You know what I mean? Yeah, last of he's like pretty much the oldest vet right now.
Yeah, pretty much because he was like just bursting on the scene like early 2000s when like Triple H, The Rock, all them was in their heyday. The last run of like Stone Cold, that was like Randy Orton's like first year in WWE.
That's true.
So it was like he's been around. Like he feels more like a vet too because of who he interacted with. You know what I mean? Like
I don't think his performance has declined that much though since that.
Yo, this is random, but I've always felt like the best comparison for Randy Orton is T-Mac because because they both have back problems, bro. And they both like were affected, like where you're like, what if? Because T-Mac and Randy Orton have always had like long histories of injuries and at bad times. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I think he was able to come back from that, unlike T-Mac was able to come back.
Well, it's also because like WWE is pre-written, so it's easier to kind of like work around it.
Yeah.
But like, for example, like T-Mac was having back issues in the playoffs one year. And I remember he was like super mad, like talking to the reporters and stuff like, yo, y'all think I'm just like, oh, I don't want to play today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my back is messed up. Like, I can't do anything about it, you know? And I definitely felt that, you know, just living in Orlando at the time and seeing like, dang, we're not going to have T-Mac tonight.
That was rough, man. That T-Mac era was fun to watch.
Yeah, he was definitely something special, man. He was a hooper. He was a super hooper. Speaking of hooping, man, like, one of the things that's been like taking a lot of my time has been coaching. I've been coaching my son's basketball team at the Y, and man, we just had like a real like special season this time. You know, like all the kids were really locked in. The team we played in the first game, they beat us by like 4 first game. Yeah. We played them in the playoffs for third place last game, which was this past Saturday. And we stomped them, bro. Damn. Like, we were up by, like, 20-something at one point. I don't even know how much we ended up winning by because, like, by the fourth quarter, like, we were just trying to get all the kids to score. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it was, like, already, like, out of hand type thing. And it was like, dang, bro, like, seeing that change from, like, the beginning of the season to the end of the season, it was, like, mad rewarding. And, like, a lot of the parents want some of the kids to keep working with me. So, like, we're going to start running, like, little scrimmages and stuff like that.
It's like a recreational league, right?
Yeah, it's YMCA. So it's just the Y League, the one.
But it's good. Like, you treat it like a development league. You're actually showing these kids how to get better.
And that's what it is. Like, the Y is like a development league. Some parents be, like, so OD and, like, trying to ask all these basketball questions when it's like, bro, like, this is a participation league. Yeah, like everybody plays the same amount of playing time. There's a lot of kids here that have never played basketball. So like you gotta kinda take it for what it is, you know? It averages out to like a little more than $10 a game, like for what you pay for.
Yeah, because there's these leagues out there, these actual development leagues where they have like, you know, professional jerseys and practice and scrimmages and all that, and that costs a lot of money.
It costs a lot of money, and if your kid is sorry, he's not playing.
Oh yeah. You gotta try out.
You will be paying the same amount as everybody else, doing the same amount of travel to see your kid on the bench the whole time.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like at least at the Y, they all getting the equal amount of playing time. Yeah. Like, again, it's not no AAU, and you're not gonna be on no highlight reel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, on ESPN, but you know you're getting real in-game practice. You learn how to play. You know what I'm saying, like. It's basically like a scrimmage, even though it's a game. You know what I mean?
No,
and it's like something. It's easy to like not take it too serious. You know, like it's
like I said. Pick back up? Is he gonna keep playing?
Yeah, he plays every season.
Okay.
He's like I said. It's just good practice. You know, just he's gonna start. He's gonna try out this year. He's in 8th. Try out for the team. Yeah. And then obviously 9th and 10th and everything.
Yeah, keep doing it. And then if you give him those reps and sets during these YMCA leagues, it keeps him, agile and make sure he doesn't get rusty.
And it's like I've been like drilling in his head, hey yo, it's like you gotta put the work in, bro. Like that's the difference between somebody that's like nice and somebody that's like for real, legit, real deal. And it's
do you push him like Jalen Brunson did?
I be so like when he was a little bit younger, I was a little more lax about it because I was like, he's still a kid too, so like. But now he just turned 13, and now it was like a different conversation. Yeah, you know what I mean, like, and getting him to understand like what it means to be like the leader of the team, how to set the tone and everything.
Yeah, it's more than just about playing basketball. It's the attitude, the leadership, setting a standard, and showing discipline so the other teammates can follow suit.
And like one thing I'm big on, bro, is like. You can't tell people to do something if they don't see you doing it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? True. Like that, I've always like operated like that. Like I will never ask somebody to do something that they don't know for sure that I know to do and I could do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you gotta, especially with basketball, bro. Like when you're on the court. If you know the basketball is never coming to you, you play a different way. Oh yeah, because if you know that you're never gonna get a chance to score. You're not going to play with the same intensity as if you know, let me be ready because the ball could come my way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, like, understanding, like, it's a funny thing, man. Like, you're not going to score as many points if you don't get your team going because they're just going to focus on you. And it's kind of like that's the same way it is in life.
Everybody involved.
People be, like, hoarding skills and hoarding knowledge and stuff. Like, only I can make money with this. And then at the end of the day, they're making less money because they're not locking in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not locking in with people where, like, they're consistently going to go to you for stuff, you're just trying to be, like, the gatekeeper of everything.
That allows them to get lazy, too. You know? And they just depend on you. Like, hey, you're not showing me what we need to do out here as a team. You're just doing your own thing out there. I'm letting you do it. I'm just out here because we need 5 people on the court. Exactly,
bro. And it's like it's something that we talk about all the time, bro. Like, everything at the end of the day revolves around the same thing, like the consistency. Like, there's no that's like the boring thing about getting great at something. Like, people think Steph Curry did something like out of this world to get as good as he did. Like, no, he just shot hundreds of thousands of times every day. Like, that's all it was. Like, he don't got no kind of nothing. Like, I have a little theory of, like, you know, just kids that grow up around, like, NBA size courts. Yeah. They get a good feel for it from an early age. So definitely that could be some of it. But dog, there's so many NBA kids that are not Steph Curry.
Yeah, they're not.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like, bro, if you're same thing with Ray Allen, bro. People used to always be like, man, how does Ray Allen, bro? Maybe because he's here 4 hours early and putting up 2,000 shots before the game.
So I was watching the replay today of the gold medal Olympic game, and how Steph Curry went off at the end with those 5 threes, even had 2 people hands up, off balance, and still made the shot. And they're like, 99% of players won't shoot that. And if they do, you're going to ask them, why'd you shoot that? But with him, because of how he shoots, and it's going to go in. And it did. And now I see LaMelo Ball clips, and I always enjoyed watching him. And he said they show him he's in the gym throwing up like 30,000 shots, just nonstop.
No, that kid is a hooper, man. I'm excited to see how this works out in Minnesota. Like, I heard the coach talking the other day. I think when camp opened, they interviewed him, and he was just kind of speaking on his vision of how they'll run the team. And, like, one of the things he said is, like, basically they see having LaMelo unlocking Ant at his true position, because now he don't got to be the point guard no more. And I'm like, you know what? That does sound kind of interesting, man. That does sound kind of interesting.
I'm gonna watch a lot more of those games.
Yeah, and he was saying that he feels like LaMelo's going to unlock Rudy Gobert's offensive game. And it's like, he improved last year a lot. Yeah. I mean, last year in the playoffs, like, he really shook off a lot of that.
Yeah, they already had a good team. Now they're going to get better.
Yeah, for sure. Man, next year in the NBA, there's so many good teams. It's going to be insane, man. I love, man, the last few years have been so enjoyable in the NBA. And it just seems like next year is going to be another one of those. You know what I mean? Like, just a really good season. I'm excited to see that, man. But yeah, man. We had the event a couple weeks ago at the winery. The last Thursday of the month, the kickback. We're gonna start doing second Thursday of the month, the Spanish joint. Yep. So we're gonna have the Spanish night. Definitely keep a lookout on that. We're gonna start advertising that real soon. I'm excited, bro, because, like, you see, like, the first couple of times that we did it, a lot of that Spanish crowd was coming on, still coming on. They was asking for it, you know what I mean? Like, so now just knowing that we're going to hit, like, those people, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to just, like, I love the idea of, like, people like us, like, chilling in a spot like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like, the Thursday event, bro, like, that's, like, one of the coolest things to me is, like, just seeing everybody, like, legit vibing. Like, when you can, like, create a space where, like, adults that have so much stress on them can just come and really just disconnect and have, like, a hell of a night. Like, you seen that, bro, that night people was karaoke and at a certain point, like,
they're doing line dancing. Bro. And that's why, like, when I'm there, like, I love when my people come and our people come. But I'm locked in. I'm there to, provide a certain atmosphere and vibe for people to continue to not let the energy break. So sometimes I'll walk down and say what's up, but for most of the time I'm up there making sure the energy keeps getting higher and higher and higher and keep everybody locked in. And I don't enjoy it. I truly enjoy doing that. But I also feel bad because, people come there to support. But I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and talk to you all night. I got a job to do.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like when people pull up, like come out to vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Mostly everybody that comes out does. Yeah. But there is certain people here and there that come out like kind of expecting like you to entertain them.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, this is like this is a kickback, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go, mingle. There's this fresh wine from this spot. Like, you can
enjoy everything
from
here
this spot right now.
And I'm gonna play some good music in the background.
Exactly. That's it. And bro, that's why I love the crowd that we bring out there, because they're just locked into what we're doing, dog. And it just always is an insane vibe. Like, this last one was like the best one though. Like, I mean, it gets better every week. I mean, every month. Yeah. But like this last one was crazy, man. Like,
I love more people are starting to just come to the front and just sit there and listen to the music. And that's why I care about it so much, because like it's not everybody. I'm like, but okay, these people are here to hear the music that we're promoting. It's a 90s, 2000s R&B vibe. They came here for the music.
Nah, but even if you people like the people at the bar and stuff, they get super into it too. Yeah. The people in the back,
people outside, they even came inside and they're like, "Hey, can you play a little more of this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you. That's why I'm here." You like, because they're out there vibing, talking, having a conversation, enjoying some drinks, some food, and be able to hear their favorite music playing in the background. And like, that's the energy that we try to bring for everything we do.
Yeah, facts.
And we're growing and we're getting better at it. And like, I'm excited for this second night. It could be the same crowd or Latin crowd, a different crowd, whatever it may be. We're going to bring the same type of quality.
For the people that come out Thursday, pull up on, you know what I'm saying? Pull up. If you come last Thursday, come second Thursday too. It's going to be the same vibes. Just a little bit different soundtrack. But
that's the only,
man, you know how it is, bro.
Only difference.
Back in the day in my neighborhood, bro, all the black dudes knew all the reggaeton songs.
Easily.
Everybody knew everything, dog. We was all just vibing to Daddy Yankee, dog. I didn't even like reggaeton. And my homies was like, you know what I'm saying? Going crazy. Yo, they was going insane.
Because it's energy. It's good energy music. And as long as you can feel, you don't have to understand what it is. That's like Quincy's he knows a lot of reggaeton. And now he knows some of the words.
That was from the neighborhood, dog.
But that's he recognizes the end. He doesn't have to understand what it means. And I think that was a whole Bad Bunny thing. That was a controversy. It's like, I don't know Spanish. I'm not gonna understand. But that was a hell of a performance.
Yeah, music is a vibe, man. Music is it's
music
funny,
is
man.
An international language.
It's funny how much music has been devalued, but at the same time, it's still such a big deal.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like people kind of like dismiss it nowadays, but then somebody like Bad Bunny's gonna perform at the Super Bowl and everybody goes insane. Yeah. And it's kind of like
that's why I like the vibe we promote, because like I said, I'm not a club DJ. I'm not there to do blends and drops and build ups and I'm there to keep a consistent vibe and just consistent thing. So it's like, okay, I enjoyed myself from the second I got there to the second I left, and I don't want to break that vibe the whole entire time. And that's our approach for why we do these things.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Just the events in general, man, has been a thing that has been real exciting and real dope to kind of build up, and it's exciting to keep expanding that. You know what I mean? We've talked, me, you, and AJ have talked about doing like little events here and stuff. You know what I'm saying? At the studio, little like private events, like small groups, doing different things. So we're definitely gonna start, getting a move on that kind of stuff. Because like I said, man, like we've been talking about lately too, just like how physical stuff has really been getting to a point where it's like super necessary, and it's not like how it was before where like everybody's like the online thing is kind of wearing off. I feel like you know what I'm saying, like people are starting to disconnect from social media.
That was big. COVID made it blow up so much because that's all people had, and you couldn't be interacting physically around other people because of COVID. So online, I remember like the online DJing, the live streams, all that, and I want to get into that, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't think people are staying home like that anymore. So that's why, and I love how like we have these ideas and it makes sense to us, and we take our time to make sure that is this the right idea, because we talked about events for a while.
Nah, facts.
And then we started there and we're like, this is what we were talking about, And it's not instant kind of. We think of an idea and we're doing it the next week. It's like, no, we think of an idea, we kind of master it, we think of all aspects of it, and say this is gonna fit, this is gonna work. And then once we execute it, it worked perfectly.
Yeah. And it's like, it's one of those things too, bro, that I feel like what a lot of people miss when they try things is that people that know them are watching them and seeing the follow through as well.
Yeah.
So if somebody sees you start something 12 times a year and never sees any follow through,
they're not gonna
anything that you do, they're not gonna care.
Yeah.
That's why every time, like whenever I'm doing something, I'm like, bro, that's why like I talked about it with Richie that time that we had him on the pod that you wasn't here. He's like, yo, if he rocks with you, he shares everything.
Yeah, I believe that.
Me, like I'm gonna share it if it's something that I can get behind.
Same. That's a great point. And there's so many people that I know that I follow who are starting certain content creation or creativity, content creations type things, right? And they're like, oh, it's funny how strangers like, comment, repost, but my friends that I've known forever don't. I'm like, listen, I've just seen you start doing this. I don't know where it's going. I'm not gonna just repost it because it's you and I know you. I want this to become something I enjoy watching, and if it doesn't become that, and if it just stops,
if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit. Yeah.
That's like something we always talk about on the pod too, but it's always good to mention. Like whatever you decided to do, everybody around you didn't sign up to be a fan of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like you have to start knowing that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing this so the 20 people around me start worshiping me or something. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like I'm doing this to reach the people that I'm gonna reach with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
When we met, I told you off the back before the podcast, before anything, I said, hey, you make the type of music that I always love to listen to, the type of R&B kind of vibe that I've always enjoyed. So that way, when you put songs on that I enjoy, I repost them because I truly enjoy them. And then, you make some songs that I don't love, and I tell you the truth. Like I'm like, yo, that's not one of the songs I love.
And the funny thing too is like, I've seen how people react to like other artists. Like when somebody tells them they don't rock with something, or even artists that I know, if I tell them I don't rock with something, the way they react and stuff, and it's like, bro, everybody's not gonna like everything, bro. Like it's not. If
I was being fake, I'd repost every single thing you did. But I repost my favorite ones, and there's a lot of them, and it's simple as that. Yeah, and if the other people who I follow who make music that I really, really like, I'll repost it. But if you make something and I'm like, that's not really up my alley, ayo. It's not something I repost just because you're a friend and I've known you. That's not part of the content I repost.
I feel like people have to take the challenge of breaking through.
Yeah,
that's the thing that people don't like to do. They don't like to take the challenge of breaking through and like making people feel what they're doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've been doing podcasts. Now we've been doing it. What, we're going on 3 years, 4 years now.
Yeah, something like that.
Right. Maybe. And then I did it myself back in 2017 for a year. None of my closest friends watch or repost this. And I just don't talk to them about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I have other friends who watch, repost, comment. Those are the people who I'm engaging with for this content.
Bro. There be certain people that I pull up on them and they just want to talk to me about different clips that they seen.
Yeah.
And then you posted this one.
Yeah.
And I think that and it's like, bro, like they just want to talk about that the whole time. And then same like you said, you talk to somebody and they'll bring something up that you're like, damn, you really don't peep anything that I'm doing because we did that already or whatever the case is. You know what I mean?
They're like, you should talk. Oh, you should talk about like this random the one time you should talk about this. I'm like, yeah, we've had like 4 or 5 episodes about that already. But
facts.
I appreciate the input.
And it's funny, man. Just like anything else in life, bro. Like you do what you do, like and keep it pushing for the people you do it for, and like have a clear vision, and you just do that. And that's it.
Bro. That goes with anything in life too. I'm going through a phase where I'm reevaluating a lot of habits. That I've developed over time. Turning 42, I think every new year you realize more about yourself. And I tell my wife all the time, there's certain changes I want to make and certain things I want to do that I know the people that I don't want to talk to about this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
They're not going to understand this. They don't view it like that. So I'm just not going to voice these changes and this approach that I'm taking to things. So it's not like I'm hiding it from people or lying, but there's some things that I can't talk to certain people about. And if we bring it up, we bring it up. But there's certain people like I won't bother talking to them about certain topics,
It'd be crazy sometimes, like just like when you see certain things in people where it's like it's destructive and you just see that they're dedicated to never addressing it.
Yeah.
And then it like once you start like realizing that and like getting past all that stuff. Because, like, man, I've always been the type of person that feels like problems, just like most of the time, problems, you create them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, life throws you this and that. But, like, if you're operating at a level where, like, you're on a good path, you can handle your problems because they're never going to be to that degree that you can't handle it because you're living right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the people that get the crazy problems, crazy problems come from acting crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get like, somebody that's just, like, you know, going to and from, like, just for example, somebody that's going straight to and from work is not getting, like, a stalker chick or something. The person that's getting a stalker chick is the one that entertained them on the side.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you can't be half into something and then it starts going off the rails and you're like, whoa, this is not what I'm on. You know what I mean? Like, no, that is what you on. Yeah. You just got the consequence of what you on and you didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like life experiences too, right? Like, if there's something that I think is an issue, it's probably because I went through life experiences that made it an issue, and other people have never gone through that. So they're like, what's wrong with that? You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But to me, the way I look at it and what I've been through, I'm like, no, this is something that I got to fix about myself. I got to change about myself, you know, make better about myself, just to be a better person for me, for my wife, my friends, my family. And that's the kind of mindset that, like I said, as I get older, I'm starting to believe more.
Yeah, facts.
Because I could say this 10 years ago, I didn't believe it, but now I'm starting to believe more.
I'm big on, like, I'm not big on advice, but I'm big on, like, telling people to, like, listen to that right part inside, you know what I'm saying? Just the way people operate is, like, all you got to do is listen to that voice in your head and listen to it, like, genuinely listen to it. And you'll be all right. Like, I don't like I said, I don't like giving advice. Everybody's so different. Everybody got different habits. Everything is like all over the place. But it's like the one thing I know is, like, just listen to reason, bro. Like, if you listen to reason, you're gonna be all right. You know what you shouldn't be doing. Like, it's like everybody knows it.
You know what's not good for you.
Exactly, bro. So
it's not what people shouldn't be doing. You need to know what's not good for you.
Exactly.
And if it's not good for you, work on ways to improve.
For example, like, and we'll kind of wrap up with this. All of a sudden lately, like, a big thing has been, like, weed talk. Like, people saying they stopped smoking weed and their life has improved drastically, this and that. And it's like, cool. That's cool for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody like me that I started smoking because of, like, a physical pain type thing. It's not the same as what you're talking about. You're talking about your mental dependency and how it was affecting you day to day, and you started being lazy, X, Y, and Z.
And that's what I mean. Your life has never declined. So there's no need to improve.
Exactly.
So you don't have to find a reason to improve.
So that cookie cutter option doesn't fit with me.
Yeah.
And you got to just be smart enough to know, like, okay, am I doing this too much? Am I not? Like, know where it's taking you, what's happening, and then you can just kind of lead it from there.
Yeah, you know, I smoked my whole life, and I stopped because of work. That was the reason. But if it wasn't required for my job, then I probably would have continued on. It never declined my life in any way.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, man, we'll kind of wrap up with that, and we'll be back again soon. We're gonna start bringing y'all different kind of content, events, and stuff like that. So stay tapped in, man. Shout out to all the new followers from the event.
Yes.
Check us out. We're gonna be bringing y'all way more stuff.
And stay
butter.